The Africa Director at the International Monetary Fund is urging Sub-Saharan African commodity exporters, like Nigeria for example, to implement what he called urgent changes to the economic management. Abebe Aemro Selassie says he's concerned about increasing debt levels right across the continent as well. With more details, here's our Washington Correspondent Andrea Arenas.
Addressing what he called the very large imbalances, the IMF's Africa director says that the failure of large African commodity exporters to address these issues is impacting investor confidence and holding back private investment.
It's a very urgent need there in those countries to find alternative ways for paying for the many goods and services that they need to provide. Strong adjustment is going to be needed in many of those countries.
But that warning also came with a broader perspective. The fund says that by 2030, 12.5 years from now, half of the increase in working age population globally will come from Sub-Saharan Africa, and that by 2050, Sub-Saharan Africa will be the only source of that increase.
This, has tremendous potential for the region. Not least, my sense is that, global economy is going to need Sub-Saharan Africa's labor force to do any significant scale activity going forward.
He says the large question moving forward will be in working how to better integrate Sub-Saharan Africa's labor force up the supply chain. And he says any company of significant size is going to have to establish a presence in Sub-Saharan Africa. It suggests, despite recent difficulties, the IMF's top economists are now factoring in major changes to the economies of Sub-Saharan Africa and a more prominent role in global growth in years to come. Andrea Arenas, CGTN, Washington.